everyone, it's Desiree, and yes, I am here with Spellbinders once again. Today I'm going to focus on the 3D embossing folder, and I'm going to show you another way to create a background when using your folders. And I'm going to pull in that sentiment that you just saw, the yellow one, that I said, hey, you might see this before. I love this embossing folder. This is the 3D embossing folder, and you have that opening when it comes to those balloons and the garland. I have a piece of Canson XL Bristol cardstock here, and I'm just cutting it down to 4 by 5 1/4. And of course, I have to recut because I cut it at 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to save that in our stash, and we're going to do the right cut. So of course, when I do this, my camera shakes. Yes. All right. So now that we have our panel set, I'm going to grab multiple shades of my oxides. I'm starting out with picked raspberry, and we're going to put a layer of that down. I'm using my blending brushes, then going to come in with spiced marmalade. And every time I put one color down, I'm going to keep the last color there. I'm going to use here squeezed lemonade, and then I'll come back in with the spiced marmalade just to get them a little bit smooth, but not too worried about it. We're going to come in now with mowed lawn. And yes, I get these questions a lot. Doesn't the ink get on your other blending brush? It does, but I wipe it off on a paper towel and I am good to go. So there's not too much of an issue. But yes, it does get on there when you're doing your cross blending like this. Now that was broken china, and this is wilted violet. And we're just going to smooth out that other line there. Now the blending brushes that I use are the ones from Simon Says, and for my oxides I do keep the caps, and I make sure I put those caps on. I do have a set of blending brushes for both, one set for dye inks and one for my oxides. I don't want to mesh the two. I did use my heat gun there just to make sure that this was dry, and to confirm it, I'm going to go from the top to the bottom with a paper towel and make sure nothing was on the paper towel. I'm placing my cardstock in the embossing folder because I want that center, that open, in a certain spot on my card. Now you can make that towards the bottom, towards the top, left, right, whatever you would prefer. I'm going to grab my card base here, and I'm going to glue this down using my liquid adhesive and place this down onto my card panel. So yes, I'm sorry, I needed this cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I usually cut things at 4 and 5 1/4, so that's why I did that. So here are the two sentiments from our prior video. I think they are great size. Just checking which one would work best. So I did choose the yellow one, and probably because it's going across the orange and the yellow in that section. I'm adding some double-sided foam squares to this piece and cutting some down so that I can fit them in the area. I'll remove the release paper and set the sentiment in place. See, these are the struggles of crafting. Yes, we cannot remove the release paper. Yeah, we have fun. I'm going to place that down in the center, and our card is done. I love the colors. I love the vibrancy that you get, and then that sentiment just on top. We got a lot of rainbow going on there. I do hope, as always, you enjoyed this project. All the products that I use will be listed down below, along with their other clubs, their shop, and the gallery to be even more inspired. I can't talk today. One of the people I follow on YouTube says words are hard. Yes, they are. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I'd love to have you here. If you have any questions, make sure you leave those down below. And remember, enjoy your art. I will always tell you that and never stop saying it to you. Enjoy what you create and don't get frustrated. You are you, and you create your way. So, always remember what's most important for me. Always be creative. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Till then, guys.